over 3,000 years, our banners have held strong against the forces of chaos.
I was once again at my favorite freelancer platform, Fiverr. And this time I tried something very special. Whether it's for professional YouTube videos, audiobooks, documentaries, or ads on the internet, radio or TV, at some point you need a professional voice actor. But where do you find them? Do you need your own record studio? And how much does it cost? As you may know, I myself come from the radio. Did my education there as a presenter and host, and not only did over 1,000 shows in Berlin, Germany, but also spoke various commercials and audio formats in German. Most of my videos and ads, therefore, in German, I speak myself. But now I'm looking for a speaker in British English, French and Spanish. I speak all of these languages myself, but I want to hear the native accents and flows of native speakers because the voiceovers are later for ads in the UK, France and the Spanish-speaking areas. What, you might think? What do you need this for? Well, with my company Hawkland Photographers Clothing, we started a little over 3 years ago and expanded to the USA in the middle of this year. Yes, today there are people not only in Germany, Austria and Switzerland, but also in the USA who take photos with our gear, developed here in Germany. Totally awesome. That's just 2022. The world is open to you through the internet. You just have to use it. And I was already looking for a speaker on Fiverr to do the US accent voiceovers for the US ads, because psychologically an ad works better if the voiceover have the accent of the market it is for, instead of, let's say, a German accent, which I slightly have. It's like when there's an US accent in a German ad. That fits for burgers and football and other US cliches, but otherwise you tend to use a native German speaker with a German accent, or actually no German accent. So a month ago I searched and found a speaker here on Fiverr already with a US accent, and I was very happy with the result.
As an outdoor photographer, you want to stay cozy and organized, even when conditions are not. That's why we created the first 7-in-1 jacket for photographers.
So now a new challenge, Europe and UK ads. Because just like in the USA or Germany, a French photographer wants a net in French, a Spanish photographer in Spanish and a Brit in British. Now, how does that work on Fiverr? For those who don't know Fiverr, you sign up for free and search for services that freelancers around the world offer over the internet. Anyone can theoretically do this there, including photographers or photo editors, video editors, and so on and so on. Really, everything you can find on Fiverr. I now search in English, and this video is also for an English audience, but if you speak a different language, let's say French or German or whatever, you better search in English because you reach more people when you search in English than in another language, because most of the people advertise in English on Fiverr. British voiceover. I now see, like in Google, a lot of gigs with examples, the prices, and I can now cast the people digitally and of course also look at the budget. For such an ad, €200 or dollar should be a good max budget. More expensive is always possible, but the text I have is only 150 words, so €200 dollar should be enough. Important is, if you do this in other languages, that you have the texts, of course, available in the specific language. The Spanish text, for example, I translated from English with deepl.com, and then again I asked my Spanish photographer colleague and Hawkland ambassador José David Riquelme to proofread it. And the French text, I did exactly the same, only the proofread was done by our neighbors in Brittany, France. So thanks to both of them. If you don't have anyone to proofread it, there are of course people on Fiverr to do this. So text is ready, my budget is set, something around €200 or dollar, so let's have an open ear and cast the people. What I looked for, of course, are male speakers, because mainly our clothing is made for men, so I want a male speaker. And so this is the first one. I have an ear, so let's check.
We know that choosing the right SUV is a big decision. That's why Kia's made it easy. So whether you want to...
Okay, sounds great. What you also can check is not only with music in the background, but also a clean audio voice take.
We live in a period where threats are hard to predict and can materialize without warning. Now, more than ever, you must train to be ready for the use of force in any event.
Okay, those are examples actually from other gigs he already did. I like his voice, it matches to the brand. Let's check the budget. We have 150 words. It says 32 euro, but that's not the final price because we want to use it for an ad. So we not only need the commercial rights, but also the broadcast rights or the full broadcast rights if you want to use it for paid advertisement. So you always have to add that on top. There are also some other things you can add on top, but this is the important for me now. So commercial rights alone usually are not enough. So let's check the full broadcast rights here. And it says me now 138 euro in total. It's okay, it's in the budget, but let's check another option. Man, I just found a wizard. So sometimes there are crazy things on Fiverr. So let's check a wizard voiceover. It looks like Dumbledore or something.
For over 3,000 years, our banners have held strong against the forces of chaos.
All right.
Now we are faced with a new enemy, unlike any...
Okay, maybe it's a bit over the top, but let's check it in a clean voice.
Home. A word once held like cold hands to a candle flame. Its
Nice.
touch now singed by the bitter longing of a memory.
It sounds very cool. I can totally imagine that for an audio book of an old narrator and of a wizard, of course, as well. So I imagined a person that is old actually, but the picture here, he looks quite young. With the broadcast rights, it would be 192 euro. It's in the budget, it's quite expensive, and I don't know if it's a bit over the top. Let me know in the comments if you would choose that wizard speaker. Let's check the next one. Deep British male voiceover.
Hi, my name's Mike.
Hi.
If you're looking for a deep British voiceover, you've come to the right place.
All right.
Have a listen to my demo. After more than 60 years of a continuous armed and political resistance.
Okay, nice. He sounds like typical, in my imagination, British person. In a positive way.
Win. Land Rover Defender. Champions Row is giving away this luxury 4x4 to one lucky winner.
Okay, nice. And actually it's quite cheap. So 26 euro, 150 words. Let's check for the right. If I add the full broadcast rights, it gives me 80 euro, which is also very cheap. But I just saw here on the question mark that we will only need the full broadcast rights for TV. So not for internet. I will ask him, better to ask than be sorry later. And then let's check what he says. Let's go on with a French speaker. I will record the deep French voice you need. All right, you made a promise. Let's hear.
Comédien voix off en Tunisie en langue française. J'interprète tout type de texte dans toutes les spécialités. Publicité, radio et télévision, vidéo institut.
Okay, not bad, but it's not that deep actually. So let's listen to another one.
Pardonnez-moi, général. Vous êtes à court d'ordre. Pardonnez-moi, général. Vous êtes à court d'ordre.
Okay, sounds good, but it's not the person that I imagine. Sometimes voice has something to do with imagination, and this is not the speaker I look for. He has a good voice, but I look for something else. So let's check a different person.
Aujourd'hui, l'information est partout. Et une même actualité peut prendre plusieurs formes.
This is a very warm voice, I like it.
Bois d'Arcy, c'est chez moi. Tu veux faire des vagues? Je te... Du 20 novembre au 18 décembre 2020. Les personnes que vous aimez. En novembre, c'est l'arrivée de la nouvelle marque Lex Flyers, une marque streetwear spécialisée dans les vêtements d'hiver comme d'été, avec ses différentes capes.
Okay, actually très bien, yeah, very nice. I like the warmth in the voice. He's from Morocco, I see. Okay, cool. So let's check the broadcast rights. So it's 96 euro in total, which is totally fine. So I think I will go with Matthias from Morocco. Okay, let's go. And this is the great thing. You work with people all over the world. So next is our Spanish speaker. I will record your Spanish Castilian voice over Spain. Let's go.
Hello, I'm Miguel Ángel.
Hola.
And I am your voiceover in Spanish Castilian.
Okay, great. Is he the Spanish voice in Lord of the Rings? That would be amazing.
Sin problema.
So he seems to be a professional speaker and also quite famous, I think.
De protección contra amenazas de NordVPN te mantiene seguro en cada clic. Basta con activarla en...
Quite a nice voice, I like it. €74, it's total in the budget. Let's check the rights, full broadcast rights. 234 extra, so 309. Damn, this is out of budget. So we could squeeze a little bit, but let's check first if we find somebody else. So next one, I will record a professional voiceover in Latin American Spanish.
Imagínate vivir esto, una mordida, tomas un sorbo y tipo que la barra.
Okay, it's always funny to see ads in different languages. They're just totally different, not only from the language, but how they are made and how fast it sometimes is, in your face. So let's listen to another example.
Mañana de bajón, con antojo de chilaquiles, de barbacoa, de birria. Comienza tu día sin tanta vuelta.
Okay, I like the voice. So here's a nice, warm, male voice. €106. So let's check for the broadcast rights. €5. So it's 112 in total. Totally in the budget. Totally good price. So I would say our Spanish speaker is, boom, booked. So what I need to do now, of course, is brief everybody and write everybody what I expect, what I want, and send over the text. So I got the French, I got the Spanish, and for the British voiceover, I got a message from Mike, and he just wrote me that I don't need the full broadcast rights. I only need the regular gig. That is great. So only for TV from him, I need it. So always check the tiny written things and always ask the people first before you order the actual gig. All right, I write now everyone a quick briefing and the texts, and then let's see the results. That's cool, isn't it? Imagine something like that 20 years ago. I mean, how complicated it must have been. I just work now with 3 speakers in 3 different countries, and I found them over the internet. And I can then run the ads in, again, 3 or more countries and sell via my own store, Amazon, and so on into the countries. That is 2022. But now we have to wait, and what is that? Actually, Mike just wrote me. I think he's finished. So while I'm recording here, he already sent me his voiceover. How quick is that man? So let's listen.
As an outdoor photographer, you want to stay cozy and organized.
Okay, I won't show you the whole thing because it's 1 minute long and I like it, but I'm curious if that is AI technology. So if it's just a computer generated voice, because I just did a video about that. It sounds a bit monotonous at the beginning, but all his examples were not the same, so I'm not quite sure. But I want him to speak the end again because the domain is a bit mumbled and I want it a bit cleaner. So we see us here in just a second, actually, but in reality it's 3 days because that's how long we have to wait for all the gigs to be completed. I'm very curious. Okay, back again. On my computer I have all the versions now, everybody delivered in time. Mike was the fastest and sent me 2 more versions at the same day. The end is much better now. I have no idea if it's AI, but I think not. I like the voice, I like the accent, and the price was also really good. So let's check Mike's final version.
As an outdoor photographer, you want to stay cozy and organized, even when conditions are not. That's why we created the first 7-in-1 jacket for photographers.
Very nice. I like the British accent. As mentioned, it's not the whole thing, it's 1 minute long. I will put you the final videos when they are done, the final ads in all different languages, with the whole video material, with music and so on, in the description below so you can watch them. Mike definitely over-delivered with his speed. I like the final result. I like the nice British accent. And yeah, so from my side, thumbs up, job completed, and I will tip him because it was, very good price. Write me in the comments how you liked it and if I should check the UK ad as well with the wizard, because the wizard still is in my mind. I think I will try it out. Write in the comments if I should try a wizard app, maybe for Halloween or something. Let's continue with Matthias, who did the French voiceover. He sent me actually 3 different files and versions, and who writes he pronounced 7-in-1 one time in France or in French and once in English. And that is very clever, very cool, I like it. And also 3 versions are great because then I can choose in edit which is the best or which I might cut together. So let's listen to it.
En tant que photographe en extérieur, vous voulez rester à l'aise et opérationnel même lorsque les conditions ne sont pas toutes réunies. C'est pourquoi nous avons créé la première veste 7-en-1 pour les photographes.
I like his deep and warm voice, and he totally sounds like in the TV ads or in the radio ads when you are in France, like all the narrators sound. So he has a very good, very professional voice. As mentioned, you can listen to the whole take, to the whole finished ad. Link is in the description and check it out for yourself. So yeah, his job is definitely also complete. I'm very satisfied. Gig accepted, great voice, and not even 24 hours delivery time. So whoever needs a French speaker, check out Matthias. I put all the gigs also in the description, so you can check the speakers if you need them for your own project. So last one is Fernando for Spain. Delivery time was 2 days, the longest, but that's what he wrote, so for me, no problem. He sent 1 file only, but wrote me that he has synced it to the US ad, which I sent him as well as a reference, so it should fit one-on-one on the existing ad. This is of course amazing and saves us a lot of work in edit. Clever, I like it as well.
Como fotógrafo de exteriores, quieres estar cómodo y organizado, incluso cuando las condiciones no son las mejores. Por eso hemos creado la primera chaqueta 7-en-1 para fotógrafos en www.hotland.de.
Wow, very nice, Fernando. Great voice, great energy, and the rolling R. It's just totally cool. That's how it has to be in Spanish. Cool, I like it, I'm very happy. So conclusion, I've once again found what I looked for on Fiverr. You have to search a bit and also look carefully at the additional costs due to the licensing rights, but the results are amazing. I'm fully satisfied and it was so fast. So no matter if you have an ad agency or do video productions, you know now how to easily find international freelancers for your projects. Just check out Fiverr. And everyone else, I hope it was educational and entertaining. If you want to go shopping on Fiverr for creative projects yourself, use the promo code Jaworskyj or Jaworskyj, however you want to pronounce it, to get 10% discount on your first order. Who did you like the best? What is your favorite? What else should I try on Fiverr? Write it in the comments. And see you next time here on this YouTube channel.